Hi loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's content guys, I'm going to show you how I use my phone as a digital planner. So I'm not really a fan of GoodNotes I'm using Notion, but just to plan out my entire month for YouTube, school and other things. But I really use my phone as my main digital planner because this is something I always carry with me. So if you wanted to start doing some digital planning, then this video is for you. So to start off, let's talk about the apps that we'll be needing. So if you are using a Samsung phone, then the Reminders app is going to be very helpful. So by the way, this one is a pre-installed app on our phone, so you don't have to download this on Play Store or Galaxy Store. And aside from that, we'll be needing some panels as well, namely the Reminders panel, calendar panel, and as well as the sticky notes. So the sticky notes and the calendar panel is not a pre-installed one, so you have to install it from the Galaxy Store. So if you're going to search for sticky notes and widgets, then this one will appear, and this is the one that I'm using. And aside from that, you can also search for panels, so you can download other panels that you can make use of on your phone. So for me, I do have a calculator panel, the calendar panel, because they're very helpful in my day-to-day life. So there are also two apps that you have to download from the Play Store. So this is the KWGT Pro and as well as the iScreen. So the KWGT Pro, guys, I think you really have to download the Pro version of this one, but it doesn't really cost that much and it's really very worth it. So this is what I use to put out labels on my planner right on my home screen. And another one is the iScreen. So this is the widgets that I usually use on both my iPhones and my Samsung phones, and I'm really loving this widget. So if you wanted to have the same layout as this, then you really need those two apps. So right now I'm going to show you how I make this label on my home screen. So first we're going to add up a KWGT Pro widget. So I usually pick the 2x2 size, because then if you wanted to change the size, you can just resize it directly from your home screen. So after this, you just have to click the widgets, and it's up to you guys if you wanted to use some pre-installed packs or you wanted to download your own options of pre-installed packs from the Play Store. But for me, I usually click create and I'll click this plus icon on top and I'll make my own widgets for my home screen. So by default, this time will pop up. So all you have to do is to click the text and then just click this code in here and just delete this one, and then write whatever you wanted to put as a label. So for example, you'll make use of this as a class schedule, so you can write that one and just enter after the word class, just so that you have more space and it will look like this rather than having one line of these two words. So after this one, you can pick whatever fonts you wanted to make use of. So KWGT has different fonts you can pick from. So let's say, for example, like this. And after that, I'll click the paint and pick the color. So actually, I always make use of white, but I'll use this one as a little bit transparent. So I always pick like around 75 to 85, just so that when I use these shadow effects later, it will show a little bit. So next, let's talk about the effects. I don't really change anything on mask and texture, so I'll just be clicking the shadow and I'll pick outer. And for this one, guys, the blur effect, I always make sure that it is under 30, and for the direction it will be around 240 to 250, and for the distance I don't go over 10. So when it comes to picking a shadow colors, it really depends on what is the dominant color I have on my theme. So mostly it's pink, so this time I'll also be picking pink, just so that we can match it with our home screen. So now let's just click save, and this is how it looks. So basically all of the labels you can see here on my home screen, these are all from the KWGT Pro widgets. So next, let's talk about the iScreen. So as you can see guys, I have all these like notes widget. So these are from iScreen, and I'm going to show you guys how I set up the colors and the layout. So first, let's open the iScreen app, and if you scroll to the very last part, you'll find this note. So you just have to click on that one, and afterwards you'll see all of these widgets. So I usually make use of the 3 different sizes. So we have small, medium, and large. So I'm going to set up this small one, and the steps that I do in customizing this small widget is exactly the same as how I customize both the medium and large. So first, for the arrangement or alignment of the font, I always pick left, and I skip the text color because we're going to do that one later. So let's proceed with the background color, and I always make sure that I'll pick the brightest one, and I usually pick like the pastel colors because then it will match on most of my themes. So moving on to the border, this one is just optional, but since I love going extra, then I usually change this one, and I pick the color which is the same as the background. So it's a little bit hard though to come up with the same colors, but then somehow I get to manage it. So you just really need patience when it comes to customizing your phone. So once you're happy with how your widget looks, the next thing that you have to do is to customize the text color. So with the text color, I always pick the same color as the background, but on a darker shade. So for example, in this case, it will be blue, but in a darker color. And by the way guys, you can also pick some custom fonts here on iScreen, just in case you wanted to make use of some different fonts on your widget. So you can pick one from here, but since I'm using already a customized font, so I don't need to pick anything from the fonts here on iScreen. So now that I'm happy with the widget, so I'll just be deleting this text, and I'll click save to my widgets. So I already have done or created a lot of smaller widgets, and like a few number for the medium one, since this one I don't really use that much. But for the larger one, this one is the most important one. You have to create like 7 of it, which you're going to use for Mondays to Fridays planning. So it's really good that Samsung offers us to make use of 7 different widgets, which we can put like as a stack, like on top of each other, because then it's perfect if you wanted to do some digital planning. So now let's talk about this current home screen that I have, where I post or like put all of the widgets for my social media platform video ideas. So here on top, this is where I like write down all of the videos that I wanted to publish on my YouTube channel on this specific week. And here on the bottom part, these are the videos which I will be uploading on the upcoming week. So by the way, some of these videos are already posted out on my channel, so I just have them as an example in today's content. So these widgets in the middle of my home screen, guys, these are the reminders widget as well as the calendar, and I also have this iScreen widget just to give a label on the stacks. So for the reminders widget, I use this one for my social media platform, like the reminder app itself. I don't put any other like reminders in there, like for example appointments, school, work, or whatsoever, because we'll be talking about that one on the later part. So basically my reminder app is only for my content ideas or like the video ideas I wanted to post out on like my different social media platforms. So here on my reminders app, I have like 3 different categories. I have one for YouTube, one for Insta and Threads, and the last one is for TikTok. So every time I put out something, it will automatically get posted under YouTube category. So you can also do the same thing if you use the reminders app on different setup or different categories, then you can pick whatever categories you wanted to make use of as a default category. So I'll give you guys an example why I pick YouTube as my default one. So there are times that you come up with the video ideas randomly, so when that happens, I can just easily write it down directly from my cover screen and it will automatically get saved on my reminders app. So that's why I pick YouTube as my default categories. I don't have to transfer it like on a different category later on. So anyways, here on the settings, you can pick whatever default category you wanted to have. So there are also other settings that I change on the widget. So if you go to the settings on the reminders widget, I always make sure that I sort it out by date created and I pick ascending, just so that the first video ideas I have come up with won't get covered by the new one. So you can also do the same setup. And another thing is that I always turn on this pin important to top, because I make use of this one for the collaboration videos, just so that I can pin it on top of the list. So now let's set up the dates for these videos. So let's say, for example, these are like my video ideas, and I have come up this specific date that I wanted to publish this one in my channel. So let's say, for example, the Z Flip 6 review. This one I already posted out last, I think, 6th of August. So let's just pretend that it hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So I click edit and then time, and for the time I always make sure to turn on all day, because I don't really post out video on a specific time. So I'll just have it all day, and I'll pick the date and click save. So after doing that, as you can see, it will get sorted out, and if you will go to your calendar, you will also see the video ideas or the videos that you have to post out on that specific week. So I'm going to do the same thing for like the other videos I have listed here. For example, the Shein cases, which I already have posted out as well. I'll just do the same steps, and basically I do this one for like the contents that I needed to post out within 2 weeks. So I would get updated on the videos that I needed to film, I needed to edit, and I needed to prepare for my channel. So once I'm done putting out the specific date for the videos I wanted to post out, I'll be moving them to the iScreen widgets, just so that I can see them directly, the videos that I needed to post out on this week or on the upcoming week. So once I'm done putting on like the dates of the specific video I needed to publish within 2 weeks, this is how it will look on my calendar. Then now I can start writing them down on the iScreen widget, so I have an easier like view on like the videos that I needed to prepare. So now that we're done on this home screen or this part of our layout, let's move on to our panels. So this sticky note serves as my school reminders and as well as appointments. So this one is very helpful as well, because then I can separate my school stuff from my content ideas on YouTube and on my other social media platforms. So since I'll be having like 5 different subjects on this upcoming term, then I also have like 5 different colored sticky notes in my sticky notes panel. So as you can see, I have MNE1 to MNE5. So by the way, MNE means subject in English, so that's why I have like 5 different sticky notes in here that is colored, and I do have a checklist just so that I can see directly the stuff that I needed to do for the specific subject that I have, and as well as the reminders or appointments that I needed to remember, like exams and all that. So if you guys don't have any customized fonts that has custom symbols in it, you can easily make use of some emojis as your markups. So there's like a check mark, or you can also have the X, or if you wanted to have it cute like this, then you can make use of like some cute emojis like heart or smiley face to show which of the lists are already done. So since I'm already using a custom font that has like different symbols in it, every time I'm done with a certain task, I usually change it to the other symbol that has another color. So for example, in this one, from the purple flower, I usually change it to the pink flower if I already have done that certain task, just to give me a heads up that okay, you're already done with that task and these are the other tasks that you have to do. So every time I'm done with something, I change these symbols so I would know if there's any task left I have to do in a day. So even if I'm done with everything, as long as my day is not yet over, I don't really delete them yet, because I don't know if there's anything I have to do on a certain time or later at night, then I'll just fill it up again. But when it's already nighttime and I'm about to sleep, then I usually delete everything, preparing it for next Monday. And this is what I do like every day. This is how I do my digital planning with my ZFlip 6. So let's say, for example, this day, Tuesday, I published the ZFlip 6 review video. So I'm going to mark this one up. And after that, I will also mark up the other widget that I have. I'm going to show you guys. Let's go to the other homepage. Okay, and this one I'll mark up this ZFlip 6 review, because then it will give me the idea that this one is already posted in my channel, and as well as do a markup as well here on the reminders list. So if you scroll down, then you will see that that one is completed. So let's just say that everything here on Tuesday is done, but my lunch with my in-laws are postponed or cancelled and moved to the next day. So what I'm going to do is I will cut this one and move it to Wednesday, just so that I can add this one in my to-do list the next day. So this really is a lot easier than doing it in let's say, for example, GoodNotes, because then you have to fix a lot of stuff. So by doing this, it's a lot easier and a lot faster. That's why I love to do digital planning using my phone. So let's just say I'm done with my entire week and today is a Sunday night, and what I usually do is that I needed to make sure that everything is deleted, preparing it for the upcoming week and preparing it for the new tasks that I have to write down. So when it comes to the videos, I'm just gonna be cutting all of the videos that I've posted in the next week video ideas or list, and I'll just be moving them to this week, because then this is the videos that I needed to post on this upcoming week, which will be like tomorrow. So I usually do this one every Sunday night, and after that I'll fill in this box for the videos that I needed to do on the upcoming week. So every Sunday before my day ends, I usually fill in all of these widgets with the tasks that I have to do on a Monday and on that specific upcoming week. So right now that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, just to give me some ideas of the task that I needed to do tomorrow until next week Sunday. But yeah, anyways, this is just my tutorial video on how I use my phone as a digital planner. This totally works for me, so I think this one will work for you too. So if you love this video, if you love this content, please show some love by giving this a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please do so. Hit the subscribe button down below. So if there's any like video suggestion you wanted to suggest, please feel free to comment it down on the comment section down below. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye!